Welcome to QuickByte's Education. Today's QuickByte is all about laptop hardware, explained simply, quickly, and clearly. Let's get started. If you've ever opened a laptop, looked inside, and thought, what am I even looking at? You're definitely not alone. Laptops may look slim and simple on the outside, but inside, they're packed with important hardware that helps the computer run, store files, connect to the internet, display images, and stay powered on. And if you're studying for CompTIA A Core 1, laptop hardware is a big topic you need to understand. So in this video, we're going to break down the main parts of a laptop in plain English. Let's start with the big idea. Laptop hardware means the physical parts inside and outside the laptop. These are the parts you can touch, replace, upgrade, troubleshoot, or connect to. Some parts are easy to access, like the battery or storage drive on certain models. Others are built directly into the motherboard and are much harder to replace. Compared to desktop computers, laptops are designed to be compact and portable. That means the parts are smaller, tightly packed, and often custom made for that specific laptop model. First, let's talk about the CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. You can think of the CPU as the brain of the laptop. It handles instructions, runs programs, processes data, and helps the operating system respond when you click, type, open apps, or browse the web. In many laptops, the CPU is soldered directly onto the motherboard, which means it usually cannot be upgraded like a desktop CPU. So when someone buys a laptop, the CPU is one of the most important specs to check up front. Next is RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. RAM is the laptop's short-term working memory. When you open a web browser, edit a document, watch a video, or run multiple apps at the same time, the laptop uses RAM to keep everything active and responsive. More RAM usually means the laptop can handle more tasks at once. Some laptops allow RAM upgrades, while others have RAM soldered onto the motherboard. That means the amount of RAM you buy may be the amount you're stuck with. For CompTIA A+, remember this. RAM affects multitasking and performance, but it does not permanently store your files. That brings us to storage. The storage drive is where your files, apps, and operating system are saved. Modern laptops usually use SSDs, or solid-state drives. SSDs are faster, lighter, and more durable than older hard disk drives because they do not use spinning disks. Common laptop SSD types include 2.5-inch SATA SSDs and smaller M.2 SSDs. M.2 drives look like small sticks of gum and plug directly into the motherboard. Some M.2 drives use SATA, while others use NVMe, which is usually faster. So, RAM is temporary working memory. Storage is long-term file storage. That difference is important. Now let's talk about the motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board inside the laptop. It connects the CPU, RAM, storage, wireless card, ports, display connection, keyboard, touchpad, battery, and other components. In a laptop, many parts may be built directly into the motherboard. That can include the CPU, GPU, RAM, sound hardware, and network hardware. Because laptops are so compact, motherboard repairs can be more difficult and expensive than desktop repairs. Next is the battery. The battery allows the laptop to run without being plugged into a wall outlet. Laptop batteries are usually lithium-ion or lithium polymer. Over time, batteries wear down. That means they may not hold a charge as long as they used to. If a laptop shuts off quickly, charges slowly, gets very hot, or only works when plugged in, the battery could be part of the problem. Some laptops have removable batteries, but many modern laptops have internal batteries that require opening the laptop to replace. Now let's look at the display. The display is the laptop screen. Laptop displays can vary by size, resolution, brightness, refresh rate, and whether they support touch. Behind the screen, there may also be display cables, hinges, a webcam, microphones, and wireless antennas. If a laptop screen is flickering, dim, cracked, or showing no image, the issue could be the display panel, display cable, graphics hardware, or even the brightness settings. A quick troubleshooting step is to connect an external monitor. If the external monitor works, the laptop itself may still be running, but the built-in display may have a problem. Next are the keyboard and touchpad. These are the main built-in input devices on most laptops. The keyboard lets you type, use shortcuts, adjust volume, change brightness, and control special laptop functions. The touchpad works like a built-in mouse. If the keyboard or touchpad stops working, the issue could be hardware damage, loose internal cables, disabled settings, driver problems, or liquid damage. For IT support, always ask what happened before the problem started. A dropped laptop and a software update can lead you in very different troubleshooting directions. Next is the wireless card. The wireless card allows the laptop to connect to Wi-Fi and sometimes Bluetooth. In many laptops, this card is a small internal module connected to tiny antenna wires. If Wi-Fi is weak, missing, or disconnecting often, possible causes include driver issues, antenna problems, router issues, wireless interference, or a failing wireless card. Some laptops allow the wireless card to be replaced. Others have wireless hardware built into the motherboard. Now let's talk about ports. Ports allow the laptop to connect to external devices. Common laptop ports include USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, audio jacks, Ethernet, SD card readers, and charging ports. USB-C is especially common on modern laptops because it can support charging, data transfer, video output, and docking stations, depending on the device. But here's the important part. Not every USB-C port supports every feature. One USB-C port might support charging and video. Another might only support data. That's why checking the laptop specs matters. Another important part is the cooling system. Laptops create heat, especially when the CPU or GPU is working hard. To manage that heat, laptops may use fans, heat pipes, vents, and thermal paste. If a laptop gets too hot, it may slow down, shut off, make loud fan noise, or feel hot near the keyboard or bottom case. Dust buildup, blocked vents, dried thermal paste, or a failing fan can all cause overheating. A simple tip: never block the laptop vents with blankets, pillows, or soft surfaces. Laptops also include built-in communication hardware like a webcam, speakers, and microphones. These are important for video calls, online classes, remote work, and meetings. If these stop working, the issue could be privacy settings, app permissions, drivers, disabled hardware, or physical damage. For troubleshooting, always check whether the problem happens in one app or every app. So why does laptop hardware matter for CompTIA A Core 1? Because IT support technicians often help users with laptop problems. You may need to identify parts, explain what they do, recommend upgrades, replace components, connect external devices, or troubleshoot issues like no power, no display, overheating, poor battery life, or broken Wi-Fi. Understanding laptop hardware gives you the foundation to solve real-world support problems. So, quick recap. The CPU is the brain of the laptop. RAM is short-term working memory. Storage saves files and the operating system. The motherboard connects everything together. The battery provides portable power. The display shows the image. The keyboard and touchpad handle input. The wireless card connects to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Ports connect external devices. And the cooling system helps prevent overheating. Once you understand these parts, laptops become much easier to troubleshoot. And that's laptop hardware explained in simple terms. If you're studying for CompTIA A Core 1, this is one of the most important topics to understand because laptops are everywhere in real-world IT support. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep building your tech confidence. Subscribe for more quick tech lessons from QuickByte's Education, where complex topics become simple, one quick bite at a time.